Hello everybody! It is Cinema Cid, the Criterion Kid. Welcome to the third episode. I'm very glad you all could join me. Today we are going to... we have a little topic. So I'm gonna start. And I guess I'm not going to the TV board anymore because those fucking cunts won't answer my goddamn fucking questions. Hi! I'm typing this one live, by the way, that's why I see so. Our Criterion. My name is Cinema Cid. And today, I have an inquiry for you. Today's episode is about directors whose first names are David. What is your favorite movie directed by a man named David? Bonus question: what movie directed by a man named David do you wish was on the Criterion Collection? That's today's question. And if you would all like to answer that question as well, leave it down in the comments and I'll reply. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna download something. I'm gonna download another thing to ask questions on, and we will... where the fuck is it? We will ask that question once the time comes. So I guess while I wait for this to load, rather than talking about one movie on the Criterion Collection, we've got a whole list here, but not all of these movies are on the Criterion Collection. There are one that is not. So the first movie we have, directed by a man named David, is Eraserhead. This is a classic from 1977. Also 88 minutes long, just like House. This is a dating app. This is a dating app. Alright, well, I guess I'll get that set up for next time. And hopefully, hopefully Criterion, our Criterion answers me. Because... alright. Well, let's hope. I mean, we've got a lengthy episode to go anyway. So, today's, like I said, movie, and today's movie is Eraserhead, directed by David Lynch. And it's really weird and about the fears of being a father. We have another movie directed by David Lynch called Mulholland Drive, starring Naomi Watts and Laura Harring. And Billy Ray Cyrus is in it, and I don't know what it's about. Can you blame me? We got another movie directed by, not by David Lynch this time. This one's David Fincher. This is The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, starring Brad Pitt and... who is that again? I don't know who the fuck that is. Cate Blanchett. That's Cate Blanchett. She was in Titanic, I think. And The Lord of the Rings. We got a David Cronenberg film next. It's called The Naked Lunch, and it's starring the guy who plays RoboCop. And it has Martin Freeman in it. Sorry, Ian Holmes. It has Ian Holmes in it. And there's this really cool scene in this movie where it's like one of those poorly dubbed Chinese martial arts movies, but it's intentional. There's this guy. He's like, if you look at the lips, if you look at my lips, you'll slowly start to realize that the words I'm saying don't match my lip movements. And then, like, as he's talking, something is just completely dubbed over it. It's really cool. I don't know what this movie's about either. Oh, I guess I should have said, Curious Case of Benjamin Button is about a kid who is born old and dies a baby. This is David Cronenberg's Videodrome. It stars James Woods, who is very famous for not having eyebrows. And he finds a snuff video, and he thinks it's hot. This is basically if a creepypasta was a movie, and that's pretty cool. This one is breaking the rules a little bit. Did we get any answers? We got no answers. Nothing at all. Let me, I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna post it on our Criterion as well. How do I post? How do I post? What do I do? Hold on, I don't know how to work this thing. Oh, there it is. Okay. Cid the Kriterion Kid. Q and A. Directors named David. Alright, so let's hope we get literally anything. So as I was saying, this next movie kind of breaks the rules a little bit, and it actually kind of would have fit, well, not kind of, it would have fit the last episode, the documentary episode. David Lynch's The Art Life. It's about David Lynch and his life that he leads that is about art. This is David Lynch's Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me. It's starring Kyle MacLachlan and Kiefer Sutherland. They're really young in it. And it's about this little girl who got murdered. And they solve the case. It's based off of a show with the same name, Twin Peaks. And there's a lot of spooky stuff in it. But it also really likes coffee, and I really like coffee also. And it is very cold in my bedroom, and I wish I had coffee right now. I'm very cold. I'm very cold. Okay. The next movie is Blue Velvet, also starring Kyle MacLachlan. Kiefer Sutherland's not in this one. It's about a dude who finds an ear. And he has to find out who the ear belongs to. And then he meets Dennis Hopper along the way. And he introduces him to the wild world of Pabst Blue Ribbon. Because Kyle MacLachlan used to drink Heineken. And Dennis Hopper was like, no, Heineken's bad, dude. You gotta drink Pabst Blue Ribbon. And Laura Dern's in it. I haven't seen this one yet. I just picked this up during the Barnes & Noble Criterion sale. There's Anthony Hopkins right there. This is David Lynch's The Elephant Man. And apparently this movie is really sad or something, and it'll make me cry. So I'm looking forward to that. And I guess this goes to the next segment, because we do have one more movie directed by a man named David. But this movie is not on the Criterion Collection, and I think it should be. This is David Fincher's Fight Club. It's starring Brad Pitt and Edward Norton. And they're the same person. That brings us to our next segment called In a Spoiled World. They're the same person. What's another movie I can spoil? Schindler's List is about the Holocaust. Christopher Nolan's Inception. Leonardo DiCaprio is in a dream at the end of the movie. At least it's implied. I don't know if it's true. It's too smart for me. A film that is on the Criterion Collection, also directed by David Fincher, is The Game with Michael Douglas. And that it's his birthday party. I want to go back a little bit. I want to backtrack because I kind of fucked up a little bit. More movies that I wish were on the Criterion Collection that are directed by men named David. We got David Yates. I mean, I guess I don't really wish that these movies were on the Criterion Collection, but he made like half the Harry Potter movies and like the new Harry Potter movies that nobody's watching. We have David Ayer, who directed the movie Fury with Brad Pitt. It's a war movie about him and his tank, and they go on an adventure with him and his friends. It's kind of like Halo Reach, like with the Noble Six, or like Star Wars Rogue One with the Rogue One squad. And like they have to fight to protect themselves and steal the plans and stuff. But it's like that during World War II with a tank, and they all die at the end. He also directed Suicide Squad. We have David O. Russell, who directed the fantastic film Silver Linings Playbook, starring Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence. And that movie's really good, and it's about football, and Robert De Niro's in it. Let's find one more director named David who should have movies on Criterion Collection. We have David Lowery, who directed A Ghost Story, which it's fine. It could have been a short film. It should have been a short film. What's next? Shit. Skak movie. What's the next movie I'm talking about right now? Hold on just 1 second. Today we're going to talk about a Stanley Kubrick film. It's my second least favorite Stanley Kubrick film, but it's fine. Tom Cruise is in it. It's called Eyes Wide Shut. Nicole Kidman's in it, and they fuck at the end of the movie. It's a 3-hour-long movie of Tom Cruise trying to get laid and failing, probably because of his teeth thing, but I'm not sure. Okay. Let's go to our Q&A. We have one person who answered. David Lynch. I mean, I already talked about him kind of extensively. His favorite movies directed by David Lynch are Fire Walk with Me and Mulholland Drive. And those films, I mean, they're pretty good. Fire Walk with Me is definitely my favorite David Lynch movie. And Mulholland Drive's pretty cool because there's like 2 lesbian sex scenes in it, and they're both hot. And his third pick, which is also his answer to the bonus question, is David Lynch's Lost Highway, which is starring Patricia Arquette, who plays the prostitute in True Romance. and it's also starring other people. I don't remember. They're also the same person in Lost Highway. Kind of like Fight Club, but David Lynch. Let's check the chat. Did anybody say anything in the chat? Hold on just 1 second. Nobody said anything in the chat. Alright, that's our show. I hope you watched movies directed by men named David. Okay, so this is Cinema Cid, episode 3, Criterion post show, because I fucked up, and I'm stupid, and I guess hopefully we'll get more answers for the Q&A. That'd be pretty cool. But I realized I fucked up because I also own Scanners and The Brood, which are also both directed by David Lynch or David Cronenberg, and this one does not have anybody recognizable in it. It doesn't have the guy from RoboCop or the guy with no eyebrows, but it's still pretty good. And this guy's head explodes. This one is about divorce. It's kind of like Eraserhead, but instead of the fears of fatherhood, it's the fears of a failing marriage. And it's about these little baby children, and they're all demons, and they eat people. And is being controlled by this host woman right here. The Crash is coming out on Blu-ray in December next month. I think either that or it's January. And I'm looking forward to that. It's about a bunch of people who fuck in car accidents and get off to it. I've never seen that movie, but it sounds really hot, and I'm looking forward to watching that. Let's see if anybody answered the question again. Nobody did. Sorry for my flub. Also, A History of Violence Cells on the Criterion Collection, I think, but it's out of print on DVD, and I don't get that DVD bullshit. Because Blu-rays are cool. Wait, we just got an answer. Fucking, are you kidding me? I completely forgot about David Lean. He's got a movie on Criterion Collection called This Happy Breed, and I don't remember what happens in it. I don't even remember if I finished it. It was kind of boring. But he made Lawrence of Arabia, and that movie's a fucking masterpiece. And he also made Dr. Zhivago, and that movie I hear is also a masterpiece, and it's even longer than Lawrence of Arabia, I think, somehow. And it stars the guy who plays one of the brown dudes in Lawrence of Arabia. And I like Lawrence of Arabia. That's a good movie, and I'm really looking forward to watching Dr. Zhivago at some point. David O. Russell. I think we mentioned David O. Russell. What did we say David O. Russell did? I think he did that fucking... Maybe he did The Ghost Story? Or A Ghost Story? Oh, no, he did Silver Linings Playbook, that fucking... that football movie that's really, really, really good. Favorite one is either probably Seven! Seven by David Fincher! Are you fucking kidding me? I completely forgot about Seven! Seven, his wife's head is in the box, starring Brad Pitt. That pedophile Kaiser Soze, and Morgan Freeman, I think. I was about to say Martin Freeman, but that's a white dude, and I think Morgan Freeman is the black dude in Seven. I'm not entirely, I can't remember. Brief Encounter by David Lean. I haven't seen it, so I don't know anything about that movie. I don't even know about it. Videodrome or Fight Club is a close third. I agree. Videodrome is a fucking masterpiece. Great movie. And Fight Club is also a masterpiece. It ain't no classic for nothing. One title that I want in the collection by a David would be Ryan's Daughter by David Lean. I've also never seen or heard of that, but I'm sure it's good because David Lean makes pretty good movies with the exception of This Happy Breed because that movie was boring.